Hey fam, I made a video a while back about questioning my faith and questions that I have about my faith, and I just wanted to document where I am right now in my journey with finding questions about my faith and seeking truth. Since I made that last video, I've been meeting with some of my Protestant friends, some of my Catholic friends, and bringing the sheet with me that has all of the questions and asking them questions, writing down what they have to say. Kind of like a course that I'm teaching myself. Now that school's over, I like to go out a lot and go out for coffee and go to Panera. That's pretty much a big chunk of what I've been doing this summer. I also like to go to a park that is nearby. Well, not nearby. It's like a good, 20-minute bike ride away. But it's a park that has a waterfall and a pond and another pond and another pond. And there's ducks and turtles, and I used to go there as a kid, and I am going there pretty much every day now. While I was there, I met some missionaries. There were these two guys in like a dress shirt and a tie and khaki pants, and they had books, and I just walked up to them and said, "You guys are like wearing matching uniforms. What are you doing? What's your thing? Like, are you businessmen?" And they said, "We are missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ." And I'm like, hey, I'm a Christian too. I'm Catholic. I love Jesus too. So what exactly church is that? So I just talked to them about, like, what is your faith about? How much do we have in common? Where are you with certain beliefs? And what is your book? Do you read the Bible? Yes, we do. And we also read the Book of Mormon. And I'm like, oh, you guys are Mormons? Yes. And they're also called the Church of Latter-day Saints. And we just talked about, what is that book about? And they told me what it's about. Basically, it's another testament of Jesus Christ. And it's, the Old Testament in the Bible with all of the prophets, like Jeremiah and Ezekiel and Elijah and people like that. The story of God spoke to them and told them to tell the people to do things, or told them to do certain tasks, and the people didn't listen, and the story of their job. That's basically what the Book of Mormon is, but with different prophets that I've never heard of. So it's basically like a storybook. And they also believe that there are prophets here on this earth right now, and the first one to, I don't quite remember exactly how it goes. I'm pretty sure I've got this right. Back, the stories that you read were all written down as they were happening by the prophets on these gold plates, these sheets of metal, and they wrote down their story, and then God instructed them to bury the plates somewhere. And then in like the 1800s, a guy named Joseph Smith was visited by the last prophet, who appeared to him as an angel. And he told the Joseph Smith guy to go dig up the plates and translate them and publish them so that everyone can see the testament of the prophets of the past and, restore the church on earth. And that's what he did, and right now that is the Book of Mormon. So that's what the meeting was the first day. I'm like, okay, cool. Would you like a copy? Sure, I'll check it out. I'll see what it's all about. I took it home, I kind of paged through it. I didn't really get what the heck was going on, who are these people, and I just kind of put it aside. A couple of days later, 3 days later, it was July 1st, the first time I saw them, and then July 4th is when I saw them again. And I'm like, hey, it's you guys, it's me, it's good to see you again, how are you? And they said, we're good. We're doing missionary work, telling more people about the gospel and Jesus Christ. And they said, did you have a chance to take a look at that book? And I said, yeah, but I have no idea what the heck is going on, and I don't remember much of what you told me about what the book is. And they helped me more, they explained it again, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I get it now. And then they said, would you like to schedule a meeting where we can talk some more about it? And I'm like, okay. And they pulled up their schedule, and how about this day, a couple of days later, we meet in the park again. And that's what we did 2 or 3 other times, talked about the book, and I started reading the book. They gave me the challenge to read it in 10 days. Started off great, but And then I started slacking, and it's 530 pages, so if you want to read it in 10 days, read 53 pages a day. I didn't do that. I'm only on page like 100 right now, but it's interesting. I met with the missionaries again a couple of times after that, and they did their missionary work where they bring pamphlets and they have like specific lessons they want to talk to you about each time, and we just kind of discussed like the differences between my Catholic faith and their Mormon faith, and it wasn't like, well, we believe we are right and we're going to teach you the right way. It wasn't like a conversion thing. It was just talking about it. You know, what do you believe? Oh, that's cool. What do you do? What do you do? That's cool. Just, you know, checking it out, see, you know, what's your traditions? What's your belief? What is your church like? And I think God appreciates it either way. I don't think God is looking at me like, Katie, what are you doing? You're Catholic. These are Mormons. This is not the way to do it. Stop this immediately. I think he's happy with me for turning my thoughts to him and seeking truth and talking about it. Then they invited me to go to a church service. That last time they brought some other members of the church, 2 girls, and we talked more about the book and lessons and faith and all those great things. Then they said, well, today's Saturday, tomorrow is church day, and would you like to come see what our service is like? And I'm like, okay, tell me about it. It's like 3 hours long. First hour is like we do the sacrament and we have speakers. The second is like Bible school. And then the third is where we get into our groups and just talk about our progress and our faith and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, it's 3 hours long, but sure, if you drive me, I'll go check it out. I'll go see what it's like. So I did, and there's a lot of differences, which I might save that part for another video. Maybe I'll have one of the girls with me in that video, but it was interesting, and I felt really welcome. And like at first it was like, hi, I'm Catholic. It's nice to meet you. Hi. But like at the end of the first hour, I felt like I belonged and I was welcome and I was comfortable there. I just wanted to give you a little update. I have made friends with some people who identify as Mormon, and they're my friends now, and it's super interesting to learn about their faith, and I share my faith with them, and we just talk about it, and I feel pretty good about it. At this point, I think I'm gonna stay Catholic, but I don't think, what I told them is, it doesn't matter what name I go by, as long as I'm seeking truth. And it does. If I come to find that the Mormon teachings are truth, okay. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, but I'm Catholic, I can't. But at this point, I think I'm just going to be like a Mormon Catholic, you know, like, I like both, like a more Matholic. I'll definitely talk about this again in another video. But as of right now, all I wanted to do was share that with you. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope all of you are having a fabulous summer, and I hope you're staying happy, healthy, and hydrated. Right now we're at the final stretch of my fundraiser. It's going kind of slow. I'm like 1/5 away there, but thank you so much to everyone who donated. Even if I don't reach my goal, I appreciate all of the donations I've gotten. Feel free to check out my music channel. I'm a musician as well, so you can check that out if you want to see that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.